wins. The SeaWolves are managed by number 22, Taylor. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please rise the table, remove your caps, and direct your attention to the third base line for the presentation of the colors for tonight's game. Presenting the colors tonight is the color guard from Navy Operational Support Center, Erie, in Erie, Pennsylvania. Ladies and gentlemen, we remind you to remain standing and silent until the colors have been removed from the field. Following the performance of our national anthem. Performing tonight's national anthem is Adam and Mike Truck. So proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Well, after a wonderful 4th of July ceremony here at the ballpark, we welcome you to today's Independence Day ball game at UPMC Park. It is also game number 6 of the series. Now the Fightins have the opportunity to either tie the series or take home the win after today's game. And they have split one series, and they are looking for a series victory here. 2 series victories, 5 losses, 1 tie. But this is the best team in the AA Northeast. So the Fightin's looking for a big win today. We're back to our starting matchup that we saw on Tuesday. It is going to be Wentz versus Hendrickson. And the Fightin's came out with a big win in that game. They won 9-3 over the Erie SeaWolves. Wentz 4 2/3, 6 hits on 4 runs. He only struck out 2 Fightin's batters. Hendrickson, 5 innings of work, 4 hits, and 2 runs. So we'll see what the Fightin's can get done today. Obviously coming off of a huge win last night, breaking history with a no-hitter. 4 pitchers combining for that no-no and eclipsing a record set in 1993. That was Morales, Warren, Doey, and Marconi that combined to do that. The Fightin's took the game last night 3-0. And today, a 7:05 start time in Erie on a getaway day. So it'll be a long trip home afterwards, and they hope to leave with a good taste in their mouth. Post-game fireworks, of course, here at the ballpark. And Wentz on the mound. Daniel Brito will lead us off, as he always does. Brito yesterday, a home run that scored 2, broke open the tie. And Luke Miller added one of his own later in the game for a 3-0. The first pitch coming in at 7:08 p.m. It's a called strike to Brito. This one sends high in the sky. It's going to come in the stands. 0-2. This one sends to center field, but Green there, of course, and makes the catch for out number 1. Here's Bryson Stott. And Brito had 2 hits against the starter. Wentz, Stott a walk, and Bonifacio a home run, Tatum a home run. And that's everything that was recorded against Wentz before he was pulled after 4 2/3. A called strike here to Stott as he steps back in the box on the left-hand side. Sunny and warm here at the ballpark. It is in the mid-80s as Stott chases one 0-2. I'll get you the exact temperatures. Oh, nope, it's 77 degrees, but it's a clear day. Even better than yesterday. 5-mile-an-hour winds, not really anything at all, to be honest, right now. And the offering is upstairs. Stott holds off. Hope everyone is out celebrating the 4th of July, barbecues. What else do people do? Picnics, go to the beach, go to the lake. Lots of people here at the ballpark celebrating America's pastime. I don't think there's anything that I would rather be doing here. Enjoying some Fightin's baseball. And Stott chases a high fastball upstairs, 92 on the gun for Wentz, and quickly he has 2 away. Here's Jorge Bonifacio. Fightin's in their road grays today, that classic navy and red road cap with the cursive white R on the front. The Erie SeaWolves white home pants and red jersey tops, red caps, the SeaWolves logo on the front. Erie, SeaWolves across the chest down there. And they did some nice decorating at home plate for the 4th of July. In the lefty batter's box, red stars. In the catcher's box, white stars. And in the lefty batter's box, blue stars. There's something else around the corner, but I actually can't tell what it is from this angle. Bonifacio holds up on a pitch downstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike. Half of the field is shaded, which actually hasn't been a problem in any of the games because it hasn't been too sunny except for today. But it is sunny right now, so left field and third base are in the shade. Everything else is in the sun, but the clouds are starting to inch towards home plate, which will be always interesting when home plate is in the sun and the pitcher's mound is in the reverse, when the home plate is in the shade and the pitcher's mound is in the sun. Hard to look through. Bonifacio holds in on one inside, and Dingler behind the plate tries to set it up, but he doesn't get the call that he's looking for. And it's a full count here to Bonifacio with 2 outs. Lester, Green, and Carpenter left to right in the outfield. Lipsius, Kreidler, Policelli, and Torkelson remaining on first. And then Dylan Dingler getting the start behind the plate. Tonight, Bonifacio checks his swing, but he doesn't go. And he'll take first on a walk. He's the first runner on base right now in the top of the first. So with Bonifacio on first, we'll see Madison Stokes at the plate. Stokes getting the day off yesterday, but he'll start at first base today. And he holds off on a pitch outside. It's 1-1. Brito's the only person batting above 300, 303 right now, but some guys coming up there. One of them, Madison Stokes, has been very effective as of late, and we'll see if he continue on with that. As he takes the offering from Wentz, it's downstairs, 2-1. Infield backing up, Torkelson is holding Bonifacio on first, so there really is nobody anywhere between first and second as Policelli inches closer to the bag. Stokes checks his swing, but he doesn't go around. 3-1. Fightin's yesterday scored first, obviously, because the SeaWolves did not score at all. But they capitalized early, and obviously you got to score some runs if you want to win, even in a no-hitter. Stokes sends this one up the first base side. It ropes just foul, and it lands in the field of play, but nobody able to get to it. Joey Wentz has a runner on and 2 outs. Wentz is the number 6 prospect for the Tigers, and he is on the 40-man roster as well. The 3-2 now. Stokes up the middle. It's going to bounce in front of Green in center field. Bonifacio comes over to second. That's the Fightin's first hit of the day off the bat of Madison Stokes. And now there's a runner in scoring position for Logan Landon. Fightins are making action happen already here at Erie's ballpark. Nice crowd here. Yesterday there was the biggest of the series, 4,400. Lots of fireworks being set off outside of the park. They are legal in Pennsylvania. And I would say like every mile, there's another fireworks shop. It's kind of crazy. But it's pretty cool. Landon holds off on a pitch upstairs, but it's a called strike. Landon chases a pitch. He's down 0-2. The Fightins have 2 runners on and 2 outs here. Wentz trying to get out of this without any damage. Redding would love to capitalize. Landon deep in the righty batter's box. Chase the pitch upstairs. Sends it high in the sky. It's going to remain in the infield. Is it Policelli? No, it's Lipsius who makes the catch on the mound. And that'll retire the Fightins 2 on the base paths as we head into the bottom of the first. We're scoreless here in Erie.
The Reading Fightin' birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
Customers Bank is a proud continued partner of the United Way of Berks County and the Ready, Set, Read initiative. Ready, Set, Read programs focus on improving literacy skills for children from birth through 3rd grade. The Fundamentals of Reading are a community-wide initiative that bring together schools, businesses, organizations, and individuals throughout our area to improve early grade reading success. Customers Bank and the United Way of Berks County are committed to reading success and urge you and your business to support this worthwhile initiative. For more information on Ready, Set, Read and how you can become involved, please visit readysetreadberks.org. And thank you, Customers Bank, for your continued support.
Leading off for our SeaWolves, center fielder,
Riley Green going to lead off here in the bottom of the first. He'll face off against Hendrickson for the Fightins. Hendrickson has been very solid. 3 starts in Reading, 3 wins. He's gotten some run support, though, and he has struggled a bit to get out of the first sometimes, but if he does, then he is very successful. His first Double-A start was back on June 10th, where he allowed 3 earned runs. Since then, been super effective. He's won 3 consecutive games in a row, and he gets Green to foul one back. It is 1-2. He's thrown 20 innings of work on the nose, 16 strikeouts, only 6 walks for a 2.70 ERA. He'll be backed up by Landon, Gamboa, and Bonifacio in the outfield. Hendrickson kicks and fires home. Green will rope this one foul again. Gazzo getting the start at third base tonight. Stott and Brito remaining the middle infielders, and Madison Stokes going back to first base. Jack Connolly in the battery tonight. Hendrickson kicks and fires the 1-2, and it's low. Jonathan Biarretta calling the balls and strikes behind the plate tonight with Kelvis Velez over at first. Another substitute umpire covering the base pass at third with Robert Reitz. And here's the 2-2. Green sends this one deep to left. Landon going back at the wall, looking up. And it is a home run for Riley Green. His 9th of the season. The first batter Hendrickson faces takes him yard. And Erie a 1-0 lead here early on. Ryan Kreidler now heading up to the plate. Kreidler, another top prospect for the SeaWolves. Now I'll take a first pitch strike. Kreidler goes back with a foul ball, and Hendrickson has him 0-2. The last home run Hendrickson allowed was on June 1st. And that was back when he was in high A against the Brooklyn Cyclones. Kreidler over to first. Stokes unassisted. He'll step on the bag and make the play, out number 1 for the SeaWolves. And here's Spencer Torkelson. Torkelson takes a ball outside. He's batting .246 since being called up from high A. And he'll take another ball from Hendrickson. And there's strike 1 now on the outside corner. Fans still streaming into the ballpark here as we just get the game underway. Lots of groups out tonight. And good news, after this road trip, the Fightins will return home for 12 games, 6 against the Harrisburg Senators. That's the Nationals affiliate, and 6 against the Portland Sea Dogs, the Red Sox affiliate. The 3-1 here grazes the outside corner. It is full. So Hendrickson battling back from being down in the count, and now he is up. Oh, that was not a strike. That was a walk. Well, that is disappointing. And so instead of having another pitch to go on, Torkelson heads to first base, so the SeaWolves have a runner on, and just one out. There's Dylan Dingler. Dingler goes for the first pitch. He sees the Fightins turn a double play, 6-4-3, and end the inning. So the walk actually turned out in favor for them. They were able to turn 2 and get the job done, but a run does score for the Erie SeaWolves off the bat of Green, and the SeaWolves take a 1-0 lead as we go into the top of the second.
Gear up for the Fightin' Phils season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phils team store at First Energy Stadium, or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phils hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selection of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading hot dog gear, plus throwback black R-Trains R-Phils attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
The Reading Fightin' Phils, in conjunction with Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with the eXp Realty Group throughout the 2021 season. Visit their convenient website at brgpa.com. The custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and their talented team of agents is here to answer all your questions. Call them today at 610-926-8610. eXp Realty Group is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils at all 7 Savage 61 Fiesta Friday games during the 2021 season. eXp Realty Group, where every move matters.
Savage Auto Groups is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. Our large inventory and wide selection of models, along with competitive pricing, allow us to make great deals on many vehicle makes and models. Visit Savage 61, Kia, and L&B in Berks County for all your automotive needs.
Into the top of the second we go. Erie with a 1-0 lead now, but it's going to be Luke Miller who bats first against Wentz. He'll foul one back, and he's 0-1. Both teams have a hit, but Riley Green went yard to score a run. And so that's where we're at here in the second. Miller fouls another one back. He's down 0-2. Got a pretty cool fun fact for you guys about this day in history. Actually, not sure how fun it is. But on July 4th, 1911, Miller popping one up into foul territory, coming over Torkelson. He'll run out of room as it hits the concourse right in front of a guy walking. He didn't even notice it coming. And he'll retrieve it. So 0-2 still to Miller. But on July 4th, 1911, back when Reading still played at Lowers Park, there was a pavilion out in right field that had a big grandstand on top of it, and it collapsed a half hour before the second game of a home and holiday doubleheader because it was between Reading and Lancaster. Miller chases one, fouls it back again. 33 spectators were injured, and so the Fightins wanted to call the game, but the fans were absolutely rioting. They wanted to see the baseball played on, obviously, the 4th of July, America's pastime. So Reading played the game, and they ended up winning and sweeping the Lancaster team 2-0 back when Reading went as the Pretzels that day. Hopefully nothing like that happens today, but we could go for a series win here in Erie. Luke Miller was down 0-2 now. He takes 2 straight balls, and it's 2-2. Chases the pitch outside, and he'll be sat down, out number 1 in the second. Phillies dropped their game against the Padres today, so that series ended in the favor of the Phils, still 2-1. And 2 Phillies actually made the roster for the All-Star game. That was JT Romuto behind the plate, and Zach Wheeler might get an inning on the mound or so. Gamboa takes a strike. Iron Pigs are playing at Trenton. They lead 3-0 over the Buffalo Bison, which I know is confusing, but the Bison playing at Trenton while the Major League Club plays at their field. Gamboa takes a pitch high. It's 2-1. Clearwater topped St. Lucie. They had a day game, 3-2. And the Jersey Shore Blue Claws started at the same time we did. They're in a tie right now against Hudson Valley. It's 1-1 in the bottom of the second. Gamboa sends it upstairs. Lester coming over Lipsius. Lipsius makes the catch in fair territory deep in the outfield. And that'll be out number 2 as Gamboa slowly walks back to the dugout. Jack Connolly now getting the start today. We've seen him one other time during this home or away stand road series. We'll go with road series. He had a base hit. And he'll take a pitch upstairs, a called strike. And he sends it deep to left field. Lester coming over. He's going to make the grab out on the warning track. And that's out number 3. The Fightins are sat down in a row. And as we head into the bottom half, Erie still up by 1.
What does it mean to bank locally with Tompkins? It means keeping your money in your community with a team of neighbors to guide you through big decisions and milestones. Plus all the convenience of our mobile app where you can manage your account, deposit checks remotely, send money to family and friends, even turn your card off if it gets misplaced, then back on when you find it. Ready to bank locally with the team at Tompkins? Visit Tompkins Vist Bank online or at a branch to get started. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Copa de la Diversión is an initiative of MILB which creates alternate identities for teams across the country wishing to better reach out to their Latino communities. The new identity represents more than a luchador. Luchar means to fight for, and luchador translates to fighter. But it also signifies a specific type of fighter, a masked wrestler. The mask logo pays tribute to some of the most notable elements of the city of Reading. Embodied in the luchador's masks is Reading's pagoda, surrounded by 23 sun rays representing the Latin American countries and Puerto Rico. Down the bridge of the nose is Reading's fire tower. Home plate serves as a luchador's mouth, with First Energy Stadium's facade creating the upper lip. Below the chin are train tracks, symbolic of the historic Reading Railroad. And along the side are baseball seams, a nod to Baseball Town's rich history. Fans can look forward to the R-Phil's players suiting up in Los Luchadores de Reading caps and jerseys on specific games throughout the season. Grateful to be watching America's pastime here on Independence Day. Happy 4th of July to all the listeners. Thanks for joining us here at the ballpark. Hendrickson taking the mound once again. The Fightins are down by 1 run. They've got to get through this half inning and back up to bat in the top of the third. But first, Andre Lipsius is going to start us off here in the bottom of the second. When I was updating all of my stats in my scorebook, because I write them in every day, I've got little columns for average hits, doubles, triples, home runs, and RBIs. Lipsius right into the glove of Gazzo across the diamond. And a quick and easy out on a pitch for Hendrickson. A nice play by Sal Gazzo to charge that ball because it was in on the infield grass. Just a slow chopper off the bat. So I was filling in the stats for each team, and not to throw shade at Erie, but I just copied everything from yesterday because all of those hits and RBIs remain the same. Changed some of the averages a little bit. Easy work there. Hendrickson coming home now to carry Carpenter. Carpenter had the day off yesterday. But we did see him a few more times in the series. Had a 2-hit day on Friday. But he'll take 2 straight balls now from Hendrickson. The defense was doing some serious drills during their infield-outfield practice today, and during BP, Gazzo fielding a lot over at third. Carpenter sends it deep to right. It's going to hang up in the sky as Bonifacio comes over, makes the grab right in front of the warning track, and that's out number 2 for Hendrickson. But he was getting a lot of hits from Sean Williams, who, when they do it, so that the coach, the manager, will stand by the plate with a baseball, and for this specific one, I'll explain some of the other ones they were doing. He'll hit it right to Gazzo somewhere over in the third base area, make him hustle for a bit, make him backhand, make him jump up. He'll field the ball, and Stokes was over at first. He'll throw it to Stokes. And they use one baseball the entire time during this, so then Stokes will throw it back to Williams, who's right by the plate. This ball roped up the left field line foul, and they'll just keep going around like with one baseball the entire time. And it's cool because when Stokes throws it back to Williams, he just like bounces it in, and Sean will pick it up with his left hand. He'll toss it up and then hit it with his right hand, which is holding a bat, obviously, like all in one fluid motion. And it's really cool to watch it kind of go around and around and around like that. And then at the same time, you know, other things are going on. BP is going on, and then there's drills being worked on over at second base, too. So there's a lot going on if you get an opportunity to just sit and watch sometime. And clearly paying off with how solid the Fightins have been defensively in these past few series. It has really made a noticeable difference. When you're not making errors in the field, you're not giving up easy runs, and you keep yourself in the game much better. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to John Valenti. Hendrickson comes home. This one popped up the right field line. I think it's going to get into the seats, and it does. So the count will remain 1-2. 2 away for Hendrickson here. He's working on the bottom of the second. Just 1 hit on either side still. And he comes home downstairs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Low once again. Now it is a full count as Hendrickson, going for the final out in this half inning, has been working really quickly here. And we'll see what he can do. Kicks off the first base side of the rubber upstairs, and he'll jump up as he walks Valenti. A runner on here in the bottom of the second with 2 outs for Josh Lester. Seen Lester in a couple positions so far this series, over at first, then at right field, then at left field today. Super utility guy. But he'll be over at left field today, and he'll bat 8th. And step in the lefty batter's box. Instead, Hendrickson choosing to go over to first. The lefty will have direct vision of Valenti over at first base. This time he comes home. It's fouled back. Setting up inside the lefty batter's box. Here's the offering. Grounded up to second. Daniel Brito's on it over to first, and that'll do the trick in the bottom of the second inning. Erie still retaining a 1-0 lead, but we'll head into the third at UPMC Park. Spend some quality time with the family by taking them out to a ball game every Sunday home game at First Energy Stadium. Sundays are Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days, presented by Classic Harley-Davidson. Get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 sodas for only $50 when purchased in advance. Burke's Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Join us for Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long here at First Energy Stadium. The Fightin feature special post-game concerts throughout the entire season with more live music than anywhere else in Berks County. Each post-game concert features $1 off St. Boniface Brewing and live music on the T-Mobile stage. That's post-game concerts thanks to St. Boniface Brewing. From the cleanup position, there's no one better in the field than J.P. Mascaro & Son. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. Make our team your team, whether in a pinch or for the long haul. Like the Reading Fightin Phils, we're the best in our field. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. Here's Sal Gazzo getting his first at-bat of the day. He's recorded 1 hit in a Fightin's uniform, and he's walked once. Now, he's only played in a few games here in Reading. He's been on the roster 3 times so far, but has spent most of his time in AAA. He'll chop the first pitch he sees up into the sky, and it's going to be caught by the catcher Dingler right alongside the Fightin' Phil's dugout in foul territory. And on one pitch, Wentz has one out here in the third. Back to the top of the order with Daniel Brito, who has been the most consistent bat for the Fightins. He has had a hit in 37 of 48 games. And so that is only 11 games where he has not had a hit. And he has had 18 games with multiple hits. So that means that there's 7 more games where he has gotten more than one hit than no hits at all. And being the leadoff guy, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Get on base. He sends a bullet out to left center field. Going back is Green at the wall. It bounces off the wall. Back in. He's going for 3. He's hustling. He's going to have to get down. The cutoff throw is not in time. And Daniel Brito with a triple, his 4th of the season. And when I say he gets on base, sometimes he gets himself in scoring position right away. And he sent that deep to left center field. It's 356 back there. It kind of cuts deeper right where he hit it. And Green just not able to get to it in time. I would say maybe 2 feet shy of a home run. But it did bounce off of the wall pads back there. And now with a runner on third, here's Bryson Stott. So I had checked when he had 3, but Daniel Brito was 3rd in the Eastern League with 3 doubles. And the leader at that point was 5 when I had checked. That was on Tuesday. And it's Bryson Stott who's going to drive in Brito a base hit up the right side of the infield. And it is a tie ball game here on the 4th of July, 1-1. As we're still in the top of the third, just an out for Reading, and it's Jorge Bonifacio. Such a quiet single there from Bryson Stott, just right between the first baseman and the second baseman. And Brito, if he hadn't gotten himself to third, would not have scored there. So the hustle makes all the difference on that play. He could have easily just stopped it too. He could have just stopped and been very successful. Bonifacio right back into the glove of Wentz, and they're going to double up on Stott. That's a quick double play. Nothing Stott could do about it. I mean, Wentz's glove just shot up, and it was a heated liner by Bonifacio, but just bad luck there for Reading. They do, however, score a run, and they tie the ball game up at 1 as we go into the bottom of the third. From the cleanup position, there's no one better in the field than J.P. Mascaro & Son. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable quality hauling, disposal, and recycling service for your home or business. Make our team your team, whether in a pinch or for the long haul. Like the Reading Fightin' Phils, we're the best in our field. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Hispanic and Latino culture during 7 Friday home games this season. The Savage 61's Fiesta Fridays, presented by Alex Batanzas of eXp Realty, Humane Pennsylvania, Supportive Concepts for Families, Children's Home of Reading, and Mao Beer. Fiesta Fridays feature special Los Luchadores de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural events throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL or visiting us at the Weidenhammer ticket office at First Energy Stadium.
Every time you grab an ice-cold 20-ounce Pepsi, you'll find a Pepsi emoji on the side of the bottle. So while the Pepsi delivers this, the Pepsi emoji delivers this.
Ooh.
So go ahead, crack open a Pepsi and tell the world how you feel and what you love with Pepsi emojis. Say it with Pepsi.
Hendrickson coming back out, just 29 pitches to get through 2 innings, and a changed ball game as he returns to the mound. Policelli sends one into the sky. The first pitch he sees, Bonifacio coming in from right, and he'll make the grab in the shallow outfield. And there is one away in the bottom of the third. And the Fightins have tied things up here as we go back to the top of Erie's order. The one run that Erie scored was a home run by Riley Green, and he's who's up right now. The Fightins batted in a run off of Bryson Stott to score Daniel Brito. And a first pitch strike coming in to Green. Now that triple by Brito, his 4th of the season, is good for 2nd in the AA Northeast. 2 players are tied with 5, and Green sending it up the middle. A diving Brito and Stott are not able to come up with it. They made a impressive effort there, both of them diving, Brito in the infield and Stott on the outfield grass, but it just really gets to the gap. And Green now 2 for 2 today as Ryan Kreidler steps up to the dish. Now the Fightins just tied it up, so it would be a shame to lose the lead once again. But there is one out here for Hendrickson and a runner on first. He got the double play to end it in the first inning, so we'll see if he can do that again. He comes home with the pitch to Kreidler, and it's outside. The lights have come on here at the ballpark, and shade coming through half of the field right now. The only thing left in the sun, the plate, first base, and right field. Everything else kind of filled in with shadows. So the lights have come on to assist with that. Kreidler pops one foul. And the count moves to 1-1. Green over on first. Stokes is holding him on, but Hendrickson can see him. Since he's a lefty, he can come home. Kreidler chases one in the dirt and is sent to his knee. Falls behind 1-2. Hendrickson sets up on the first base side of the rubber. He's got his glove at his chest, and instead he's going to come over to first, but not really anything going on over there. Green just a step off. Comes home in the dirt. Nice catch there by Connolly behind the dish. And he'll keep the ball from getting away. Shakes the sign from Connolly. Now Hendrickson with the 2-2 pitch. And it must just be a little bit low as it's a full count. He's going to pick off Green, but it's not in time. He dives back. Green has had a couple of stolen bases in this series, so Hendrickson obviously not wanting him to get in scoring position. Looking for the second out here with a full count to Kreidler, and instead he'll go back over to first. Stott shifts a little bit more towards short. Green going, but it is popped foul and out of the field of play. And the count will remain full. And even with all those pickoff attempts, Green is pushing towards second. And as he jogs back to first, he's staring down Hendrickson, who didn't even have a baseball at the time. And so we'll go again with Kreidler at the dish. Here's the payoff pitch. It's sent to center field, coming in and bouncing in front of Gamboa. And because he was already going, Green is on second. If Gamboa had caught that, they would have caught Green in a tough position. And so now there's 2 runners on and just 1 out for Spencer Torkelson. Connolly comes out, just points a few things out. And now we'll head back behind the plate in his road gray catcher's gear. I like how he fits the theme. Being on the road at Erie, he wears the red equipment when he's at home at the First Energy Stadium ballpark. A called strike coming into Torkelson. He walked in the first but got caught up in a double play. And this one's upstairs. The throw by Connolly. It was just a little high for Brito to apply the tag in time. I think if he could just lower it a couple feet, they might be able to catch Green. Daniel Brito did a good job of covering. And it was a quick pop-up by Connolly there. Really heads up. 1 ball, 1 strike here. Hendrickson steps off the rubber. And Stokes is not covering Kreidler on first. Obviously, he can't go anywhere unless Green does. Hendrickson looks back. Now he'll come home, and it's inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Reading 1 run on 3 hits. Erie 1 run on 2 hits, but they're threatening right now here in the bottom of the 3rd. They've got 2 runners on and just an out. Hendrickson working through Spencer Torkelson right now. He'll look back, forward, back, and here he comes home. It's chased by Torkelson, and it's 2-2. The crowd kind of grimaced through that pitch. Really nice off speed by Hendrickson to fool Detroit's top prospect. Two balls, 2 strikes here. It's sent deep to center field. It's going to be playable by Gamboa. And as he runs in, he's going to put the pressure on Green, who doesn't advance. And so the runners will stay in the same spot, except there is 2 outs, which is a huge difference here for Hendrickson. And here is Dylan Dingler now with 2 outs. Hendrickson looks back at Green on second. Now he'll come home, and it is just low. Brito kind of holding on Riley Green. Walks back to second, then walks back to his position, back to the bag, back to his position. Stokes shifted far to the left of first. And here's the offering. Now it's upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. Now, Hendrickson does have an open base. Obviously, don't want to see them full. But we'll see what happens here, as there aren't 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd, and we're still at a tie ball game. This one fouled back, and he'll get a strike out of Dingler. Dingler was the one who grounded into a double play back in the 1st. Beautiful sunny day in Erie, the first cloudless, clear sky day that we've had. All of the Northeast has been ramshackled with rain as Dingler pops one foul yet again. Connolly coming over, but can't exactly go through the net to get it in the concourse, so it'll bounce, and it's 2-2. Lots of teams have been trouble getting in their games this week. Reading able to get them all in, and then finally, on the holiday, Everyone gets what they're looking for. Beautiful sunny day out at the ballpark. Hendrickson working to get out of the bottom of the third. Here's the 2-2. Sharply down the third baseline. It bounces up over the tarp and into the stands. And the count will remain the same. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on in the bottom of the third. A little bit of breeze here right now. Left to right. This one playable in the outfield. Bonifacio taking a few steps in and camping under it. He makes the grab out and right for out number 3. And nothing across for Erie. So as we head into the fourth, we're going to remain tied at 1.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Strikeout man of the game, first baseman, Madison Stokes.
Madison Stokes is going to start us off in the top of the fourth. We are still tied at 1. And just as yesterday was a pitcher's duel, this one the same. Sharp grounder by Stokes deep in the hole. Lipsius across the diamond to first, and it looks like Stokes beat him out, but he's going to get called out by Velez over at first, and that was just one step shy as Stokes hustled down the first baseline. A nice pickup by Torkelson, but that was all Lipsius as it was extremely deep in the hole. And there's one away quickly. Here's Logan Landon. Called strike. Dingler remains in that 4th of July catcher's gear with the coral pink shin guards and the navy chest protector that has fireworks on it. Landon takes a strike, and it's 0-2. Bouncing in the dirt is Wentz. He's at 45 pitches now. In the top of the fourth, there is one out, and Hendrickson at 50 to get through 3. Had a little bit of trouble on the base pass last inning, but he got out of the jam. Landon holds off on a pitch inside, and it's 2-2. Shade has finally covered the entire field, so now it's just the lights are on, but the sky still has a lot of lights. Honestly, it stays light around here till way after sunset. And this one, the same hit as Stokes, but he'll get it past Lipsius up the third baseline. He's going to remain on first. So a base hit for Logan Landon. With one away, the Fightins have a runner on for Luke Miller. Miller taking a little bit of a lead off first. Miller stepping into the righty batter's box. He had a 2-hit day yesterday, a double and a home run. This one will rope right into the glove of Kreidler at short, and the first baseman will have to try to go after a misplayed throw by Kreidler, but Landon is going to stay put on first as the ball bounces off of the wall behind first and back close. A good choice by Landon, and Miller out on the line out to short. So there's two away for Archimedes Gamboa. Gamboa setting up in the back of the righty batter's box. Instead, Wentz going to go over to first base with Landon, but really only taking a step or so off. Not trying to risk losing a base runner here for the Fightins. Gamboa right into the glove of Lipsius, and some hard liners here from the Fightins. They're getting sharp contact, but it's just ending up in unlucky spots, and the Fightins strand a base runner on the top of the fourth inning. So as we go into the bottom half, it is 1-all.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned, full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt, and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on all the great work that ROG Orthodontics provides. ROG Orthodontics and the Reading Fightin Phils, two great hometown partners. Hendrickson comes back out for another inning of work here in the bottom of the fourth. We are still tied at 1, although the Fightins have 4 hits to the Erie SeaWolves 3. Lipsius fouls back the first pitch he sees. Reading making a lot of hard contact back in the fourth, but just couldn't get the job done. This one a ball. And Lipsius chases it, strikes out swinging. That is Hendrickson's first strikeout of the day, and out number 1 here in the fourth. Here's Kerry Carpenter. he's gesturing now to Madison Stokes here. I don't know what it is about Carpenter that's making them check in with each other, but Stokes stepping back behind first base, and Carpenter takes a first pitch strike. Pitch is outside, 1-1. I don't know if you guys have had a chance to check out the new Stars and Stripes caps that the Fightins have to offer in their team store. Honestly, they're pretty cool. They've got that cursive R on the front, but it's American flag themed, and then it's big REA in white on the side of the cap. It's a navy cap. It's pretty cool. Carpenter takes a ball. You can check it out at rfills.com/shop or head into our team store. Just inside, and the count now 3-1. Infield back deep, outfield the same, and it's a bullet deep to right. Bonifacio tracking back, looking up, and a watch it cross the fence. Kerry Carpenter with a solo shot to break the tie. Erie 2, Reading 1 in the bottom of the fourth. It's Carpenter's 6th home run of the season. And with a run scored and just an out, here's John Valenti. He walked in his first at-bat. Hendrickson, who hasn't given up very many home runs in the entire season, is struggling against the long ball tonight. This one fouled into the stands. Stokes dives, and he was robbed as a fan gets in his way. And they ruin an out for him. Maybe that's a little harsh. It was in the stands. But nonetheless, if you have never seen the curse that the White Sox have had before they, or the Cubs, before they won the World Series, then you know that if it's coming to you and a player's trying to get after it, you got to get out of the way. I guess when it's not your team, maybe there's a little bit of disharmony there on unwritten rules. Valenti cuts on one, fouls it back. It's 1-2. Hendrickson gets a new ball, and the umpire dusts off the plate. And we'll get back to business. Valenti chases a fastball upstairs, and he'll go down swinging. That's the second strikeout of the inning and the game for Hendrickson. And here's Lester with 2 outs. Jersey Shore leads Hudson Valley 3-2 after 3. And the Iron Pigs up 3-1 over the Bison in the top of the 6th. Lester fouls a pitch into the stand, and he's down 0-1. Up to first, but it bears foul. And it'll be 0-2. And he chases it. Hendrickson strikes out the side, but he gives up a solo shot to Carpenter, and it is 2-1 Erie, heading into the 5th. The 5th. It's the 5th already.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, are you okay? The hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices, from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
The catcher, Jack Connolly.
Jack Connolly starting off the 5th inning. He flew out in his first at-bat and went coming out for another inning of work, just 50 pitches through a complete 4. And the SeaWolves lead by a run. They've had 2 solo home runs in this contest. Connolly takes the first pitch strike. Since June 6th, the Fightins have been incredible on the field. The pitch bouncing in the dirt, it's 1-1. That's through technically 4 full series, because it was the last game in Somerset in the Double-A, in all of Double-A, not just the Double-A Northeast. They have moved to first in slugging percentage with 500. Connolly takes another one in the dirt. First in homers with 41. They are third throughout the entire season in homers with 69. 5th best in ERA with 3.84. And 7th in runs with 125. Now, you may think that doesn't make sense, but I'm talking about from June 6th on. So if you scratch out the month of May, where the team struggled a bit, and you look at it just from June 6th, massive improvement and a really great team as Connolly walks down to first. The Fightins will start off with a base runner here in the top of the first for Sal Gazzo. And it's really incredible to see the changes and the success coming out of the Fightins after they've really worked hard to get back into this thing. And I think that a lot of credit has to be given to the manager, Sean Williams, because he's done such a great job with leading this team. Gazzo taking a first pitch strike. Just always happy to be out there, always a smile on his face. And what I love most, always participating in the action. You know, you see him having a catch with Brock Stassi out there, running all around the field. Obviously hitting ground balls. Just really getting involved. And the team has really improved over the past month or so. Obviously, the statistics prove it. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Sal Gazzo with a runner on first. Wentz taking a long time now. He goes home. It's upstairs. Gazzo holds off. After Gazzo, we're back to the top of the order. Fouls this one back outside of the stadium, and it's 2-2. Martinez says something to Connolly over at first. The lefty, Wentz, can directly see it. And he'll come home with the 2-2 to Gazzo, who stays alive, chopping at a pitch high in the strike zone. 2-2 now over Gazzo's head, and he's worked his way to a full count. The Fightins already have a runner on, and they're trying to get back into the tie as they let up a run in the bottom of the fourth. They've been battling back against Erie this entire time, not letting them get too far out in front. And Gazzo, again, with a foul, is going to stay alive. This is the 8th pitch of the at-bat that was fouled back. Someone chases it and picks it up on that upper deck over the right field line. Connolly taking a step or two off first, an easy dive back if he needs to. Wentz looking up at him. Now he looks home, gets the sign, and the full count. Pitch outside, and so Gazzo will walk. That's 2 straight walks from Wentz. Connolly shifting to second, and suddenly the Fightins threatening here in the top of the 5th with 2 runners on and nobody out. Now the pitching coach, Mark Johnson, is going to have a word with the pitcher, and coming in as the catcher, Dingler, as well as the third baseman, Lipsius. Torkelson jogging in too. The umpire now coming out to try to break up this meeting at the mound. And they do as Dingler heads back behind the plate. It is going to be with the top of the order and Daniel Brito, who had a triple back in the 3rd and scored a run. He has the team high in runs scored. I want to say it is 29, but I'm going to get that exact total for you right now so I don't give you misinformation. 27, sorry. Don't want to give too much credit. But 2 runners on now for Brito here with nobody out. And he holds off on a pitch on the outside part of the plate. It is a called strike. Connolly on second, Gazzo on first. They were both walked there. Infield is playing back deep, although Kreidler kind of keeping an eye on Connolly. Haven't seen very many pickoff attempts from Wentz. He looks back at second. Now at home, and he's going to come home with the 0-1. Brito is going to get it through the gap, and it's misplayed by Policelli. He heads to first. Everybody shifts over a bag, and Brito reaches on an E4. A simple ground ball to the second baseman, and he just doesn't keep it in his glove. And so the Fightins, with the bases loaded, nobody out, and Bryson Stott at the plate. Stott with that RBI single to score the Fightins' only run in the 3rd. And we'll see if he can make something happen as he steps into the lefty batter's box. Wentz comes home, and it's downstairs. 1-0 infield. Well, corner infielders, I should say, playing in. Obviously trying to save a run in just a 1-run game. Both teams having 4 hits, Erie with 2 runs, Reading with 1. And Bryson Stott is up at the plate. Wentz taking longer now. Here's the 1-0, and he gets a called strike on the outside. Connolly on third, Gazzo on second, Brito on first. Here's the 1-1. It is fouled back by Stott, 1-2. All he's got to do is put a ball into the outfield to score a run. Obviously would like to get more than just one, but even tying it up would be considered a successful inning. Williams ready to wave his guys home. And Kreidler's definitely motioning something to the catcher, and then I wonder if the catcher gives that command to the pitcher in signs. He's going to go upstairs with it, but it's too high, so it evens out 2-2. Kreidler trying to sneak behind Gazzo at second. Stott has some 4th of July gear on today. Cleats are America-themed, white with some blue and red stripes. He chases a pitch upstairs, and he goes down swinging on a 92-mile-an-hour fastball. Big out pickup there for Wentz, but there's only one away for Reading as Jorge Bonifacio steps up. Now, he is the only player on Reading's roster to have a grand slam this season, and perhaps he could make it 2. But the Fightin's down by just 1 run, are looking to score here with the bases loaded and 1 away. Bonifacio stepping into that righty batter's box, making his presence known at the plate. Madison Stokes on deck. The first offering, Chase, 0-1. Big moment here for Reading as we're approaching the middle part of this ball game. Bonifacio deep to left center field, going back, Lester at the wall, and it bounces over top. And I don't really know what that means up there, but Bonifacio on second. Here's the throw at the plate. It is not in time. 2 runs scored for the Fightins, and they lead 3-1 here in the top of the 5th. Daniel Brito over at third, and Bonifacio with a stand-up double. I guess it has to go over that second wall out there in left as it bounced right in the middle of the second wall. Really tough there because it backs up to a building. And you can't go over a wall because there is a wall. So it hits the second layer of advertisements. And although that yellow line does not continue along the top, we'll have no choice to assume that the pitch or the ball was still in play. So either way, a 2-run double for Bonifacio scores Connolly and Gazzo. And the Fightins take a 3-2 lead. Daniel Brito shifting to third, and it's Madison Stokes up at the plate. He's 1 for 2. Fouls it back, 1-1. Reading taking advantage of the bases loaded thanks to walks and an error. And Madison Stokes will step out of the box. Wentz taking a really long time to throw these pitches. Reading has already scored 2 here, and there's just an out. Stokes back into the netting behind home plate, 1-2. The infield, all of the infielders this time are in. They're trying to save another run from scoring. Bonifacio is motioning. I don't know what he's saying to Kreidler, but he's kind of back off the bag at second. Kreidler's in front of him. Obviously, they're not going to try to get any of the runners. They're going to focus on the batter here. As Wentz is in a jam right now. 76 pitches for the starter. 26 in this half inning thus far, and he's only got 1 out. Here's the offering by and Stokes again with a foul ball. That was Bonifacio's 10th double of the season. and his 35th RBI. Wentz gets the sign from Dingler behind the plate. They agree. He looks back at Bonifacio. Glove at the chest. Now he sends the 1-2 to Stokes. It's up the middle, and it's going to score. Brito Bonifacio getting to third, and there's runners on the corners as the Fightins take a 2-run lead off the bat of Madison Stokes' RBI single. And still just one out here for Erie. And I can't tell, obviously, if any was in the bullpen, but the manager coming out just as I say that, Arnie Baylor, is coming out to Wentz, so I imagine they'll make a pitching change here with just one away. As the Fightins putting the pressure on Erie, they lead 4-2 in the middle of the fifth. We're going to take a short break and wait until after the pitching change to figure out who's on.
The Auto Ride of Reading Power Alley Pub features a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet, private bar with a bartender, 2 rows of seats, bar stool seating, and 4 cafe tables. The pub provides your party a private area to enjoy the ballgame away from other fans. Auto Ride of Reading Power Alley Pub may accommodate up to 30 people. Enjoy socializing with your group and watch the game from a unique vantage point. Visit rphils.com for more information.
When the Red and Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Wyomissing's Family Restaurant Bakery, PJ Willahan's Pub and Restaurant, Collegeville Italian Bakery Pizzeria The Bolitana, Jimmy G's Railroad House, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria, and Klingers on Carsonia for making sure the Fightin' Phils front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners, but don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today. Gear up for the Fightin' Phils season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phils team store at First Energy Stadium or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phils hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selection of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading hot dog gear, plus throwback black R-Trains R-Phils attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
Wentz is going to hand the ball over to Yaya Chentoff, who does the same thing we did the last time we saw him. He draws something in on the mound before he steps on the rubber. And with runners on the corners for the Fightin', it's going to be Logan Landon who starts things off. Well, not really starts things off, but picks things back up because we are still in the top of the fifth, and there's just one out for the Fightins. They've scored 3 runs in this half inning, and they take a 4-2 lead over the Erie SeaWolves. Landon takes a called strike, and it's 1-1. We saw Chentoff follow up against Wentz in Tuesday's contest. He pitched an inning of work, 3 hits, 2 runs, they weren't earned, and 1 strikeout. Landon takes the ball outside. It's 2-1. Stokes on first, Bonifacio on second. They've recorded all the RBIs for the Fightins. They had bases loaded thanks to a walk from Connolly and Gazzo, and Brito reaching on an error. Landon crushes the ball out to right field. It hangs up in the air. Going back at the wall is Carpenter, and Bonifacio is going to tag up and score easily. No throw at the plate, and it's Reading 5, Erie 2 on a sacrifice fly from Logan Landon. That was really just, a foot or two away from being a home run. But a big pickup there for Landon, and now there's 2 away for Luke Miller with a runner on first. Reading 5 runs on 6 hits now. Erie 2 runs on 4 hits with an error. And man, does that error come back to bite Erie. After a 9-pitch at bat his last time up, Miller fouls one back into the netting. Chases a pitch in the dirt, and he's down 0-2. Sun's starting to set here in Erie. You have another half hour until it's fully gone, but some colors starting to appear in the sky. It should be a nice one with not a lot of clouds up there. Chentoff leans over. He inherited 2 runners. He's allowed 1 to score. There's still 1 on first, and he's an out away from getting through this half inning. Steps off the rubber, and now as Miller steps back in the box, he'll retake his positioning. Takes a deep breath. Here's the 0-2, and it's low. Stokes over at first. Here's the 1-2. It's in the dirt. A nice block there by Dingler to keep it in front of him. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Reading has already scored 4 runs. And they lead 5-2. Fireworks sounding off in the distance all throughout this game. Chentoff deals, and it's outside. So Miller works his way back from an 0-2 count, and now it is full here as he tries to keep the inning going for Reading. And following him will be Gamboa. Then we'll have batted through the order. And here's the payoff pitch. It's in the dirt. It gets by Dingler, but it doesn't quite matter because it's a walk. And Stokes pushes over to second. And now with Archimedes Gamboa coming up, everybody in the starting 9 has had a turn at the plate here in the 5th. And the Fightins have 2 runners on and 2 outs now for Gamboa, who's 0 for 2 today. Dingler comes out, relays some science to his team. Middle infielders backing up, corner infielders closer in. Stokes and Miller with a nice lead. Obviously with 2 outs, they're running on contact. Would love to give as much buffer as they can. And the 1-0 comes inside. It's 2-0. Oh, they're really going off over in right field now. I wonder if that's really distracting at all to the players. I'm sure they're very used to outside noises at this point. Not sure how much they do here, but I know they're well aware of the crazy hot dog vendor in Reading, so some stuff does make it through. 2 balls, no strikes here from Chentoff, who came in relief with just an out. Gamboa fouls one back, and there's the first strike. Game has really slowed down since the last half inning. Obviously, Erie struggling. Gamboa makes contact but fouls it back. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 runners on. Assuming Hendrickson will come back in the next half inning to get through 5. Put him in himself possibly in line for a decision here. Gamboa pokes it, doesn't make full contact, so it's fouled up the left field line, and he stays alive. Stokes on second, Miller on first. And Redding batting through the order here with Archimedes Gamboa at the plate. Gentov looks back at second, now will come home with the 2-2. Gamboa chases and will strike out swinging to end the 5th inning. Not before Redding scores 4 runs on 2 hits. They leave 2 on base, and Erie makes 1 error in the half inning. It's Redding 5, Erie 2.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Humane Pennsylvania throughout the 2021 season. Humane Pennsylvania is the region's premier leader in animal welfare and empowers the people in our communities to increase their capacity to care for animals so that all animals are safe, healthy, and treated humanely. Humane Pennsylvania is proud to be a Fiesta Friday and Bark in the Park sponsor. Learn more about Humane Pennsylvania and how you can help build the best community anywhere to be an animal by visiting humanepa.org.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Leading off the bottom of the 5th for the SeaWolves, with
Reading picks up a big 4 spot on the scoreboard in the top of the 5th inning. Thanks to 2 hits, an error, and a couple of walks by the SeaWolves pitching staff. And so as they go into the bottom of the 5th inning, Hendrickson comes back out for another inning of work. 1 ball, 1 strike to Brady Policelli. And a strike coming in to Policelli. We're in the number 9 spot, then we'll head back to the top of the order. The Fightins have a 5-2 lead off of Erie right now, and Hendrickson gets some slow contact, but it's foul. Even though it stays in the field of play, it must have bounced off the plate. The Fightins knocked the starter Wentz out of the game in the middle of the 5th inning. He went 4 1/3, 6 hits, 5 runs, 3 of them earned, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts as Policelli takes a pitch in the dirt. And Hendrickson currently at 70 pitches here as he tries to get through the 5th. That would put him in line for a decision. And this pitch misses by just centimeters outside, so it's a full count here to Policelli in the bottom of the fifth. This is just the second time that Policelli has been up to bat. And he'll stay alive as he fouls one back. Lots of very patriotic outfits out in the ballpark today. Lots of stars and striped pants and fun hats, as Policelli is issued a walk by Hendrickson. And so the SeaWolves will start off with a runner on. And we're back to the top of the order here with nobody out in the fifth. Here's Riley Green. Stott shifts over to behind second base, but Gazzo, who's over at third, is more towards third than the shortstop position. We'll see if he ends up shifting over with 2 strikes. That's usually kind of what happens. Obviously, with the lefty bat of Green, he's 2 for 2 today, so he's very dangerous. Hendrickson gets a strike out of him on a foul ball, and he comes up upstairs with the next pitch. Hendrickson looks at the runner on first. Nobody warming up in the pen, so they're going to let him go. And he gets a called strike here to Green. 1-2. Hendrickson coming home, and it's over the head of Green. He actually has to duck down. Just a slipped up pitch there by Hendrickson makes it 2-2. And Reading scored all of their runs today off of small ball. 1 double there by Bonifacio as Green fouls another one back. But no home runs in the contest today. A fan makes a nice grab up the third baseline. He gets some cheers. Up to see a fan make a good play. And so Green still with a 2-2 count now. Hendrickson looking for his first out of the bottom of the fifth. He'll come home, and he'll get it as Green chases one in the dirt and goes down swinging. That is his 4th strikeout of the day, and one away now for Ryan Kreidler. Kreidler, 1 for 2. He had a single but was stranded on the base pass back in the third. Pickoff attempt over to first, but Policelli dives back. This one just down low. 1 ball, no strikes here to Kreidler. Post-game fireworks here for the 3rd night in a row at Erie. And I've seen the shows. They've been pretty good. I mean, obviously nothing compared to the Fightin' Phil's Mega Blast, but still a really nice show they put on here in Erie. Well worth staying through the ball game to watch them. Another pickoff attempt by Hendrickson. Now we do see some action in the bullpen for the Fightins here. It's just Hendrickson just getting up through his pitch count, and Connolly almost catching Policelli off the base pass there, but no throw is made. 81 pitches now for the starter. 2 straight balls to Kreidler. He's more focused on Policelli at first, but he's got him set up well for a double play here, if he can get it. And Kreidler takes a pitch outside. It is 3 balls, no strikes. After the Fightins took the lead in the 5th, they'd love to hold on to it. But they put themselves in a good spot either way because they put on 4, so it's not just a 1-run lead as the pickoff attempt gets a little bit closer that time. And I like how there, when the pickoff attempt went over to first to Stokes obviously having to throw it back to Hendrickson then after the play, and Gazzo kind of covering by Hendrickson, they get a foul tip off of Kreidler, and although Policelli was going, he's going to have to come back on the 3-1. But as I was saying, Gazzo backing up Hendrickson even on the throw from first, just to make sure. I really like that effort, that extra effort he's putting in. Says a lot about Gazzo as a player and as a teammate. So Hendrickson got a strike on Kreidler. Here's the 3-1. It's a slow roller. They're going to go to second, and the throw from Brito is in time. They turn the double. Oh, they don't? No, they do. They do. They turn the double play, and they're having trouble figuring out if that's 3 outs. But that was 3 outs. It was just Hendrickson seemed a little confused because the first base umpire, Velez, called him out. And then Hendrickson didn't want to go back to the dugout, but Brito was like, "Nah, bro, you got it." And they got it. They got the double play, and they retired the Fightin' Phils. Hendrickson picked it up, went over to second to Brito, Brito on to first, and that retired the side. So as we go into the 6th, the Fightin's up 5-2.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Mal Beer throughout the 2021 season. Mal Beer and Mal Cinco Estrellas Lager, which is available in the Stadium Plaza Bar, has 128 amazing years of brewing history. Founded in 1890 in Spain, Mal Beer has always been there to satisfy the most demanding taste buds. Make sure to pick up Mal Beer and Mal Cinco Estrellas Lager at First Energy Stadium at our Plaza Bar throughout the 2021 season and at your local retailer. Mal Beer is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all 2021 Fiesta Friday celebration games. Mal Beer, the 5-star taste and the quintessential beer from Madrid. Please drink responsibly.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly, professional staff members are available to answer your questions and listen to your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership at Pottsville Pike today. Fastball, curveball, slider, it's the pitcher's grips that make the difference. And when it comes to cornering, braking, and traction, CJ's Tires and Automotives can improve your car's grip with a new set of Hankook tires. Hankook tires are known for great handling and reliability mile after mile. Together, Hankook Tires and CJ's are your winning team. So whatever your vehicle needs, an oil change, state inspection, brakes, alignments, or Hankook tires, trust CJ's Tires and Automotives in Fairless Hills. CJ Tires and Automotives. They really are better, faster, and more affordable.
Into the 6th we go here at UPMC Park. Fightin's up 5-2 and a pitching change for the SeaWolves. Ethan DeCaster will be handed the ball for the top of the 6th, and it is Jack Connolly who's going to start it off once again after the Fightin's batted through the lineup in the last half inning. Connolly now with a 1-2 count. I think we've seen DeCaster twice. Maybe just once. Just once. But Connolly goes down swinging for out number 1. Saw him on Thursday. He went 2 innings of work, 3 hits, 1 run, and 1 walk on 34 pitches. 1 away now for Sal Gazzo, who walked and scored a run back in the 5th. Hendrickson went through a complete 5. I think that'll be the day for him as he's pretty up there on pitch count, but he got a nice double play to get out of the bottom of the 5th, and he almost didn't even realize he got out. 84 for the starter, in line for his 4th win of the season. Here's the 1-0. Gazzo sharply to Policelli at second, but he's able to make the play, and there's quick 2 away. Back to the top of the order now with Daniel Brito, a triple, and he reached on an error. I think that fact that he hustled through that error at second turned out to be super important as it put the bases loaded and kind of switched the momentum in Reading's favor. Brito takes a ball outside. Outside again, 2-0. The third baseman, Lipsius, was in on the grass, and now he'll step back with everyone else back at the outfield grass edge. Here's the 2-0 outside again. The caster misses in the same spot 3 straight times. The righty sets up on the first base side of the rubber, leans over. Stands up straight now, glove at the waist. He kicks and fires, and the same pitch outside once again. So Daniel Brito on first after a 4-pitch walk. The Fightins have a runner on with 2 outs and Bryson Stott at the plate. The lefty takes a pitch inside for a called strike. Brito on base for the 3rd time today. The 0-1 way inside there to Stott. And it's 1-1. Bonifacio on deck should we get to him. Here's the 1-1 from DeCaster. And a called strike on the outside corner. Stott is down 1-2 right now. This one comes out. That was more of a sidearm release from DeCaster than the other pitches I've seen from him. Have to really focus in on his slot spot right now. Brito on first. DeCaster will look back at him. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs as he comes home. That was pretty sidearm. Stott over to short across the diamond, and 3 away now as the Fightins don't get a runner across in the top of the 6th, but they will retain their 5-2 lead heading into the bottom half.
Better pitching, faster base runners, and more runs batted in usually beats the competition. At CJ's Tire and Automotive, better selection, faster service, and more affordable options always beats the competition. When it comes to tires, CJ's MVP choice is a new set of Falken tires. Falken tires are known for handling, reliability, and value. And for more than 50 years, CJ's has been helping customers find the right tires at the right price. Together, Falken Tires and CJ's are a winning team. Stop in any time at your local CJ's or shop online at cjtires.com. CJ Tires and Automotive. Better, faster, and more.
Okay, it's time to celebrate some 4th of July birthdays. Let's give it up for
Hendrickson hands the ball off to Tyler Carr here in the bottom of the 6th inning. His final line, 5 innings of work, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Kind of looks a lot like his last start. And, of course, he's in line for the win right now after going a full 5, and the Fightins are up by 3 as Tyler Carr takes the mound. He'll face Spencer Torkelson, his first batter of the day, and pitch him a ball outside. Torkelson gets a hold of that. It's deep out to right, and it's over the wall. And the first batter Carr faces is a solo shot from Torkelson. And that is the 3rd solo home run for the Eries today. It's 5-3. Reading still in the lead, though. All these home run balls have been out to right field. And here's Dylan Dingler. Carr's last appearance, 2 innings of work, 2 hits, 1 earned run, and 1 walk. He's often come with runners on the base paths as he has inherited 6 runners and allowed none of them to score. But he lets up a home run here to start things off. But he'll pitch a strike into Dingler. He's 6 of 17 in scoreless appearances, which I can get you a better percentage there. 35% of the time he comes out. He has a scoreless relief outing. Not today, though. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Dingler, and it's roped up the third baseline. Gazzo not able to grab it. It heads into left field. A nice pickup by Landon, though, to not allow Dingler to have 2. But he's safe on first, and I imagine that will go in as a base hit. And it does. Here's Andre Lipsius with a runner on and nobody out. Lipsius a ground out and a strikeout right now. Carr takes him downstairs. It's 1-0. Going is Dingler at first, but he holds up. I can't imagine that the catcher would try to steal a bag, but of course, Colby Fitch used to take a lot of those. So it's possible. 2 balls and no strikes here to Lipsius. And he misses downstairs. Just shy. Connolly trying to frame it. But he doesn't get the call, and it's 3 balls, no strikes. Carr kicks and fires home, and it is a 4-pitch walk that sounds Lipsius down to first and pushes Dingler over to second. And the tying run has made its way onto first. The go-ahead run, Kerry Carpenter, heads up to the plate. Carpenter has already had a home run in this contest. And now Brad Bergeson and Connolly coming out to talk to Carr here. Going around the leagues a little bit. Buffalo a 5-3 lead over Lehigh Valley. They're through 7. And Jersey Shore trails Hudson Valley by 2. They're in the top of the 7th. The Phillies finished up earlier. They dropped to the Padres 11-1. And Clearwater won their game as well. Ferguson heading back into the dugout. And now we'll resume this game as Connolly steps behind the plate. Titans have three infielders on the right of second. Gazzo covering all of the left side with the lefty Kerry Carpenter up at the plate. Take a ball in the dirt. Jonathan Hennigan is seen warming in the Fightin's bullpen. Two balls, no strike. That's 6 straight balls from Hennigan. Hennigan's warming. Carr. And this one, a called strike at the knees, 2-1. Runners on first and second with nobody out here for the SeaWolves. And Carpenter chases an off-speed pitch from Carr, 2-2. And he chases, going for the strike him out, throw him out. But Dingler gets back to second very quickly. One away now as Carpenter goes down swinging. Carr picks up the first out of the 6th. And here's John Valenti. This one sent into the right field. The throw coming in from Bonifacio to the plate, and they tag the runner. Dingler coming home. Connolly applies the tag in front of home plate, and they don't get the out on first, but they get the more important out at home. And so a run does not score for Erie, and there's 2 away. And somehow, even on the throw home, Lipsius only makes it to second. A great throw by Bonifacio up the line at home. Absolutely tremendous, right on the money. And Connolly with a good tag, but Sean Williams is going to come out. I think he's going to go with Jonathan Hennigan for the final out in this contest. And with 2 runners on, we are going to see a pitching change for Reading. So we'll take a short break, and then we'll get back into it in just a moment.
The Seidel Auto Group Deck Picnic appeals to both diehard and casual fans with a summer picnic-like and fun tailgate atmosphere. During your picnic, you may even catch a souvenir as the area is situated directly in prime home run territory behind the left field wall. Regular game tickets are $29 per person for groups of 20 or more, and children 4 and under are free. Visit Fightins.com/groups or call 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Enjoy the ultimate season ticket package with the Riverfront Federal Credit Union VIP Club season membership. Benefits of the VIP Club include a padded seat bottom and back, exclusive entrance which opens 10 minutes early with immediate access to your seats, special tickets with your name and a voucher for a hot dog, soda, and a bag of chips at each game, plus 2 VIP Club pregame cocktail parties each season. What are you waiting for? Join the Riverfront Federal Credit Union Fightin' Phils Season Ticket VIP Club membership today.
Be the first to know everything about your Red and Fightin' Phils by signing up for the Baseball Town Insider email newsletter. Once you become a Baseball Town Insider, you will receive breaking news about Fightin's promotions, including giveaways and guest appearances, special events, exclusive offers, and discounts on tickets and merchandise, just for being a Baseball Town Insider. Visit Fightins.com to sign up for this free email newsletter. The Baseball Town Insider. Stay in the loop and become a member today.
Tyler Carr passes the ball over to Jonathan Hennigan to try to get out of the rest of this bottom of the sixth cleanly. There's already one run that has crossed the plate, but Josh Lester is up now with a runner on first and second and 2 outs. Hennigan gets him to chase a pitch, 0-1. A great throw by Bonifacio saved a run from scoring out and right to Jack Connolly up the line to make the tag. And so that's why there's 2 outs, and it's just 5-3. Hennigan comes home. This one a little bit low, 1-1. In his last outing, Hennigan, 1 inning of work, 2 hits, no runs, and no walks. He's really settled in these past few outings. No runs as he pitches one in the dirt. It gets by Connolly coming over to third. He's scrambling for it. And the runners advance to scoring position on what I'm going to have to assume is a wild pitch. Take a second for it to come in as what it's officially scored as. Hennigan has not allowed an earned run since June 15th. And this is his 5th appearance since then. So now he'll have to do it with runners on second and third and 2 outs. A 2-1 count here to Josh Lester. Fouls it back, and he's got him on 2 strikes. And that is a wild pitch that gets the runners to advance. Hennigan gets the sign from Connolly, the lefty, setting up on the third base side of the rubber. Just a strike to get out of this bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the offering. It's outside, and a good stop there by Connolly. It's a full count. Base is open on first, and then he'll be down to the number 9 hitter after that, back to the top of the order. So want to get the job done here and now. The full count pitch, a called strike 3, a beautiful frame by Connolly, and Lester thought he had first. He tossed his bat off to the side, and in disbelief, he's going to head back into the dugout. A strike there from Jonathan Hennigan gets the Fightins out of the half inning without any more damage. It is 5-3 going into the 7th.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, are you okay? The hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530. The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Bonifacio is going to start things off against DeCaster. Called strike. Fightin's up by 2 runs now after a home run. In the bottom of the 6th inning from Torkelson made it 5-3. One ball, 2 strikes here to Bonifacio. He has been issued a walk and had a 2-run RBI double. He'll send this one sky high. Kreidler calling everyone off. And even though Lipsius wants to take it, it's Kreidler who ends up making the catch in shallow left field. And that is out number 1 here in the top of the 7th for Madison Stokes. And this one, a bullet to right field. Carpenter going back at the wall. It's going to bounce off the wall. Stokes taking 2, and he's going to slide into second cleanly. And he'll have a double now. A 3-hit day for Madison Stokes. With 1 out, Logan Landon will head up. Fightins would like to put a couple more runs on the board after Erie put up 1 in the bottom of the 6th. We're heading into the back half of the game now. Landon takes a pitch outside. He's had a single and a sacrifice fly that scored a run back in that 4-run 5th. And he's really looked solid in the outfield. He'll send a chopper up to third base. Lipsius across the diamond evenly, and there's 2 away. Miller now with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs. He's the designated hitter on the day. .188. He's batting with runners in scoring position and 2 away. And fireworks literally have been going off this entire game. 1 ball, no strikes here to Miller. Stokes taking a nice lead off second. Williams is ready to wave him around. I think Hennigan will be coming in for another inning of work in the bottom of the 7th. Miller chases a pitch. He's down 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Miller chases again. 1-2. Erie trying to get out of this half inning cleanly. You know what I've been meaning to talk about, actually, is the annual Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest. Joey Chestnut, of course, taking the victory and another record with 76 hot dogs. And I'm sure that he probably doesn't even taste what the hot dogs taste like at that point. Miller chasing a pitch outside. It is the end of the top of the 7th. Fightin's up 5-3. And don't forget, you can get a good tasting hot dog at First Energy Stadium thanks to Burke's Packing.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Character Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with your family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and photos and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin' Phil's mascot band. Regular game tickets are $30 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL.
T-Mobile is the leader in 5G coverage and speed. No one else covers more Americans with the fastest 5G. The R-Phils are proud to introduce T-Mobile as the title sponsor of our Plaza stage. Fightin' Phils fans can continue to expect great performances on game days and non-game days. The T-Mobile stage is home to great bands, such as the Truest Fightin's mascot band and many others. It will also continue to house great musical performances during the off-season.
Unlike any other area at First Energy Stadium, the Stadium 61 Dugout Suite puts you at the closest seat to the action on field, located just feet away from the diamond on the first base side. With covered seating, ability and motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around, your group will thank you over and over again for a one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the Dugout Suite are $27 and include options to add food or drink packages.
Fantastic job, Mr. Singer. Thank you. And fans, it's time for the Plymouth Sounders 7-inning stretch. Get on your feet and join us in singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." Leading off the bottom of the seventh for our SeaWolves, second baseman, Ray.
Hennigan comes out for the bottom of the seventh after getting one out to end the sixth. And the sun has officially set here in Erie, Pennsylvania. We're playing 4th of July baseball under the lights. A beautiful night here in Erie. Policelli up at the plate. He takes a swinging strike. It's 1-1. Then we'll head back to the top of the order with Green and Kreidler. Hennigan coming in and getting the strikeout to end the sixth. It is 5-3 Reading. Both teams have 7 hits, although Erie has an error. Policelli connects out to right, but it hangs up in the sky as Bonifacio comes over and makes what looks like a good hit and out. So there's one away for Hennigan here as we go to the top of the order with Riley Green. Green connects on the first pitch. It's really high in the sky. It's just if Landon can get to it, and he makes the catch just before the foul line out in left field. And a quick 2 outs for Hennigan now. Working quickly, he'll face off against Ryan Kreidler. 1-for-3 today. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch is fouled back. Hennigan really attacking these batters right now. Just trying to get through the 7th inning, 1, 2, 3, and then we'll head into the top of the 8th. The Fightins will have 2 more opportunities to bat, and obviously the SeaWolves will close it out since we're at their home park. Here's the offering, and it's just outside. He misses again downstairs. 3 balls and 1 strike. Now the infield backing up here for Kreidler. And again, the lefty sets up on the first base side of the rubber. And it's a chopper to third. Gazzo across the diamond, way high. Stokes comes down with it, tries to make the tag. And he doesn't get it. And I think that'll be reaching on an error by the third baseman. Gotta wait for it to come in there, though. And so there'll be a runner on first either way with Spencer Torkelson at the plate. And a nice pickup there by Stokes to not let it get past first. They are going to put that in as an E5. And so Hennigan will have to work with a runner on, and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. The Fightins a 5-3 lead. And a called strike to Torkelson with a bomb out to right in his last at-bat. Also walked. And it's low. Big fireworks show going off out in center field. This one seems more of a legitimate one than just some families. 1 ball, 1 strike now. And you can make it 2 balls, 1 strike. Stokes is holding Kreidler on at first. And Hennigan steps off of the rubber, trying to regroup here. He'll come home with it, and it's just low, doesn't get the call he's looking for. And it is 3 balls, 1 strikes here. The same count that he had. And it's low. He's going to end up walking Torkelson. So there is 2 runners on now as Kreidler shifts to second. And 2 outs for Dylan Dingler. Dingler with a base hit. And he's also grounded into a double play. Bergey's going to come out just to talk to Hennigan. I think, it's tough there when you think you got the 3rd out and then you still got to keep going. Just keep your head in the game and grind through. Probably also some insight as well. Hennigan fixing his cap over top of his hair. And now Biarretta comes out to break up the meeting at the mound. Connolly going back behind the plate, and Bragg Bergeson going back into the dugout. That's the Phillies pitching coach. And here is Dylan Dingler now with 2 runners on and 2 outs. Here's the offering. It's low in the dirt. 1-0. Fightins are up by 2 runs here And although the SeaWolves are threatening, there's 2 outs in the 7th. Contact into left field. This is going to score a run. Landon charging. Here's the throw home. A bullet home, but it's cut off by Gazzo. And so a run scores off the bat of Dylan Dingler. And it is 5-4 here in the bottom of the 7th. Although that'll be an unearned run for Hennigan, it still crosses the board. And there's a runner on first and second now with 2 outs. A nice throw there by Landon. And I think that although it might have come in, it would have been close. Gazzo did not want to let the runner on second get to third. Obviously, that is the tying run. And so a little bit important that they keep him on second there. A base hit won't score him. Or might not. Okay, I don't know how the guys are focusing because, like, there's so many fireworks going on outside of the field. And obviously, like, there's always crowd noise, but they're literally coming from all directions right now. Here's the 0-1 from Hennigan. It's in the dirt. Connolly gets the pitch. Keeps it in front of him. It's 1-1. Torkelson on second, Dingler on first. There was 2 quick outs there by Hennigan. Now we're hung up here in the bottom of the 7th. 1 run has scored, but Reading still leading by a run. And he comes home with it. Direct contact to center field. Coming in on the run. A diving grab by Gamboa as he falls on his back and he makes the catch. The Fightin still with a 1-run lead. They lead 5-4 as we go into the 8th.
You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phil's game ticket for only $18. No need to visit the concession stands. You can add a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet to any ticket. Selection includes barbecue chicken, barbecue sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, mac and cheese, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, fruit, cookies, and Pepsi products. Call the Fightins at 610-370-BALL, order online at Fightins.com, or visit the Weidenhammer ticket office at First Energy Stadium.
Savage Auto Groups is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. Our large inventory and wide selection of models, along with competitive pricing, allow us to make great deals on many vehicle makes and models. Visit Savage 61, Kia, and L&B in Berks County for all your automotive needs. Established in 1928, the Manor Golf Club is one of the oldest public courses in eastern Pennsylvania. Located conveniently between Philadelphia, Lancaster, and Allentown in Sinking Spring, the Manor Golf Club offers a true test of golf on a traditional championship-style golf course where shot making takes precedence over length. Visit themanorgolfclub.com for more information.
Now winning the game for the SeaWolves from the EMTA bullpen is number 36, Max Green. The center fielder, Archimedes Gamboa.
Ethan DeCaster is going to hand the ball over to Max Green here for the top of the 8th. It's going to be Gamboa, Connolly, and Gazzo who are going to lead things off. And Gamboa slices one into right field. He's going to start things off with a base hit, his first hit of the day. And solid there for the Fightins as he ends the bottom of the 7th with a great play, a sliding play in center field to save a run from scoring. And now we'll start the inning off with a base hit. Here's Jack Connolly. Connolly's walked and scored a run. DeCaster, 2 innings of work. 1 hit, no runs scored on his behalf, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. He goes 26 pitches. Connolly takes a called strike. Green is a lefty. He looks over at first, and then he comes home, and it's in the dirt. A nail-biter here as we head into the 8th. It's 5-4. Reading still retaining their lead since their 4-run 5th inning. This is Green's first appearance in the series. And he throws a 1-1 home to Connolly. Connolly makes contact over to short. 6-4-3. He's not able to outrun a double play, and a big pickup there for the Erie SeaWolves to race the runners on the base pass. 2 away now for Salgazzo. Reading 5 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. The SeaWolves 4 runs on 8 hits with 1 error, so very similar game, which I feel like we've kind of been seeing this entire series. Fastball and looping curve out of Max Green. Salgazzo taking a ball. He's always been a full-time reliever. He's never ever came out of the gate. He went to Pepperdine there. But did make 1 start this season back against Somerset. But the last 3 outings that he's pitched, he's blew 3 consecutive leads and ended up taking the loss in all of those. 3 balls straight to Gazzo, and now he'll take a called strike. Obviously can't blow the lead if you're not ahead, but you could give up more runs. And the Fightins with a runner with nobody on now and 2 outs in the top of the 8th are looking to tack some more on as it's get closer and closer. Erie just keeps chipping away at the Fightins' lead. Gazzo connects straight to the first baseman, Torkelson, and it'll be a 1-2-3 innings of sorts from the Erie SeaWolves. And as we head into the middle of the 8th, the Fightins are up by 1.
Shots Electric has been in business 45 years. Tompkins Vist Bank does everything for us from our banking to our insurance. They provided us new ideas and solutions. For example, remote deposit. It's very convenient because it's 24/7. I'm confident Tompkins Vist will be with us in the future.
Tompkins Vist Bank and Tompkins Insurance. Service, stability, strength. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Tompkins Insurance products are not FDIC insured and are not bank guaranteed.
The Fightins feature special pregame happy hours every Monday through Thursday at the Yingling Hometown Tap Room. Tompkins Vist Bank Plaza opens at least 2 hours before game time for all happy hours. In addition to $1 off Rusty Rail Brewing thanks to Windsor Distributing, all happy hours feature live music on the T-Mobile stage. That's happy hour every Monday through Thursday home games thanks to Rusty Rail Brewing and Windsor Distributing.
The Reading Fightin' Phil's birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admissions tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
Well, Austin Ross is going to take over for Jonathan Hennigan here in the 8th. Hennigan pretty successful in relief, although 1 run did cross. While he was on the mound, it was unearned. He also knocked a strikeout and did get out of that bottom of the 5th inning without any damage. He'll start against Carpenter, and he's got him down 0-2 after a foul ball up the first baseline. This one fouled back once again. Carpenter chases it, and Ross gets his first strikeout and first out here in the 8th. We saw Carr on Tuesday. He followed Hendrickson straight out. Pitched 2 innings of work, 2 hits, 1 run scored on 31 pitches. Valenti up now, takes a high and inside pitch from Ross. Ross, a righty, gets contact from Valenti, but it's a slow liner into the glove of Bryson Stott deep in the hole at short, and that is a quick second out. Ross would love a 1-2-3 inning, then the Fightins will bat in the top of the 9th, and then they'll try to shut down the SeaWolves in the bottom half. They're up by a run right now. 8 hits and an error for both teams. And there are like 3 fireworks finales going on right now. 1 in right, 1 in center, and 1 in left. Actually, 2 in left, actually. But Ross doing a good job focusing here. He has 2 outs. And this one sent sky high by Lester. Going back, Bonifacio at the wall. And it bounces over a solo shot from Josh Lester. Ties this thing up at 5. And man, oh man. We're tied up here in the bottom of the 8th. Lester's 9th home run of the season. And pretty much the SeaWolves have done all of this on home runs. They've had 4 solo shots today. Green, Torkelson, Carpenter, and now Lester. And they also tacked one on in the 7th. They came back from a 5-2 lead that the Fightins had after the 5th. And this time, Policelli's up. He'll foul one out to the first base side. Policelli chases, and he's down 0-2. A ball now to Policelli, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. The game is tied at 5 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And Ross just trying to get out. There is someone warming up in the bullpen for Reading. Ross comes home and he gets Policelli to foul it back. Zarbniski warming up down there, I'm told. You can really see that from here. Thomas can see that all the way from here. I, however, cannot. 1 ball, 2 strikes here from Ross, just looking to get out of the bottom of the 8th. And it's outside, 2-2. And he chases it, strike number 3 in the dirt. And Ross gets Policelli to go down swinging, not before he allows a solo shot to Lester. And we're all knotted up at 5 heading into the 9th.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly professional staff members are available to answer all of your questions and listen to all of your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership on Pottsville Pike today.
The R. Phils and Savage 61 are excited to bring you Fightin's Baseball live from the comfort of your own home. If you are listening to this now, you're probably watching on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. Thanks for tuning in, and feel free to check us out on rphils.com/pressbox for all the elite baseball information on the Fightin' Phils.
The world-famous Fightin' Phils mascot band celebrates its 21st season in 2021, with pregame concerts starting Saturdays in May thanks to Truist. You heard right, actual mascots playing in a rock and roll band. See Quack the Rubber Duck on lead vocals and guitar, Screwball on drums, Bucky on bass, Change Up on bongos, and Blooper on lead guitar. A real band jamming on the T-Mobile stage before Saturday games this season. Don't miss the one-of-a-kind Fightin' Phils mascot band. Pre-game on Saturdays thanks to Truist.
All tied up in the top of the 9th, and the Erie SeaWolves will have a pitching change. Green hands the ball off to Harrison Moreno. We saw Moreno earlier in this series. He had a stint in AAA Toledo, but joined Erie back again on June 26th, so right before the start of this series. And he'll have to face the top of the Fightin's order with Brito, Stott, and Bonifacio. Brito checks his swing. Does he go around? I don't know can he point to check at third, but he does. Either way, the home plate umpire said he went around, and it's 0-2. Brito holding off on a pitch downstairs. It's 1-2. It's getting a little hazy here from all the fireworks, and the mayflies starting to come up now as really playing baseball under the lights. And the 1-2. Moreno kicks and fires home. It's a slow chopper into no man's land. Charging is Lipsius, and he misses the ball with his bare hand. So Brito safe at first to start off the 9, and he is reaching in any way he can tonight. A triple, reach on an error to second, a walk, and now this single, I would probably have to say, we'll wait till it comes across the board, and it does. So Brito just getting the job done as the leadoff guy every single game. Every single game. And now it's another multi-hit game. It'll be Bryson Stott, who's got an RBI single to his name tonight. That is the go-ahead run on first, as we're all tied up at 5 here in the top of the ninth. Stott chase a 95-mile-an-hour fastball upstairs for a strike. So we saw Moreno on Wednesday. The Fightins ended up dropping that game 3-2. He pitched 2 innings of work, 3 hits, and no runs across 2 strikeouts to get the Fightins. Moreno an 0-1 to Stott. You can make it 0-2. And Stott now stepping out of the box, calling time. Trying to just regain composure. Brito taking just a couple steps off of first. And Stott makes contact, fouls it up into the net behind home plate. I thought for a second that might come up here, but it just grazed the net. Deflected by the net, one might say. Moreno's going to go over to first to check on Brito. He's able to slide back with ease. Well, if you came for the fireworks tonight here at UPMC Bark, you're getting your fair share of them. A really solid view from up here, the second level. And the ones at the park haven't even started yet. 0-2 now here to Stott. And he connects, sending it deep to center field. Green is there, though, and he'll make the easy catch. That is 1 away now in the top of the ninth. Obviously, Erie set to bat in the bottom half. They are the home team. Jorge Bonifacio now up in the batter's box. Here's the first offering in the dirt. Good block there by Dingler. Brito has got some legs on him. Would definitely try to get to second and into scoring position if he could. 1 away here in the top of the ninth. We are tied at 5 apiece. Erie tied it up in the bottom of the 8th. Real nail-biter of a game right now. Moreno has a bright yellow glove, and it is a swinging strike there to Bonifacio as he's kicking himself for chasing one. I've only ever seen one other bright glove like that, and it was from Yopson Gomez, who was with the Indians organization. I truthfully do not know where he's at right now. He was from Venezuela, Moreno from the Dominican Republic. He seems to be playing for an international team right now. Comes home to Bonifacio in the dirt. That's the only other time I've seen a bright yellow glove like that on the mound, and obviously with those red uniforms, really pops. Bonifacio now 2 balls, 1 strike here. There's a runner on first and just 1 out. The righty leans over, gets the signs from Dingler behind the plate. Now he'll come home. It's in the dirt. Bonifacio holds off, and it's 3-1. Runner on first, Daniel Brito. Bonifacio looking to break up this tie ball game in the top of the ninth. And he comes home with it. It's outside, and he'll end up forcing a walk off the hands of Moreno. That pushes Brito into scoring position, and the Fightins will have something going here with Madison Stokes up at the plate. He's already had a 3-hit day, and there's only one out right now. This is a huge moment here for the Fightin' Phils, as they would love to leave Erie, Pennsylvania with a series victory if they win tonight's game. If they lose, they'll leave with a tie, but it is a long bus ride home. It'd be nice to go back with a win, obviously. Madison Stokes up at the plate. Bonifacio on first, Brito on second. And it's outside. Dingler does a good job of keeping it in front of him. Honestly, it's a little bit smoky out there in the field right now, a little bit hazy. Not to the point where it diminishes sight, I don't think. A little bit of shift on here from the SeaWolves infield. Policelli behind second, so Stokes has a big gap between first and second. Policelli trying to keep Brito on, and Stokes chases a 96-mile-an-hour fastball upstairs. It's 1-1. Stokes settling in the righty batter's box. Here's the offering. It's outside again, 2-1. Intense ball game right now. Every single person in the starting 9 for Reading has reached base in one way or another. Bunch of guys being issued walks in the bottom half of the lineup. Coming home outside again. Obviously, a base is open for the SeaWolves. And after Madison Stokes is going to be Logan Landon, a base hit and a sacrifice fly to his name. But obviously don't want to load the bases. And the top of the ninth when it is a tie ball game. Here's the offering, and it just misses. The Erie SeaWolves are upset they didn't get the call from Biarretta, but it did come in outside. And so the bases are loaded. Brito shifting to third, Bonifacio to second, and Stokes on first. And if Logan Landon could just do the exact same thing he did last time with a sacrifice fly in deep in the outfield, that'll be enough for the Fightins to break open this tie. We're going to see a mound visit from their pitching coach, Mark Johnson, right now. Fightins looking for a go-ahead swing here from Landon. The entire infielding coming in to chat. Bonifacio comes over to third to talk with Williams and Brito. They all fist bump each other. Obviously, if the Fightins score here, not exactly a walk-off, they still got to get through the bottom of the ninth, but would still put them in a really good spot. And Moreno, only one out right now. He's looking a little bit dicey out there. Just issued 2 straight walks. The first offering to Logan Landon fouled back. A high velocity here from Moreno. 96 again on the radar gun. After Landon will be Miller. 5-5 here in the top of the ninth. 9 runs for both hits, 1 error. 9 hits for both teams, 1 error for both teams, and of course 5 runs. Here's the 0-1 to Landon. He holds off on a pitch downstairs. Infield right in the middle of the dirt. Not playing in, but not playing deep. Obviously would want to not allow a run across, but also with only 1 out here and the bases loaded, it's tough going. Here's the 1-1 to Landon. He fouls it back outside of the stadium probably, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. An intense moment here for Reading. They are 2-1 in July, and they are looking for a series of victory over the best team in the league. Here's the 1-2. Landon holds off outside. Dingler, very clutch behind the plate, obviously cannot let anything get past him. But showcasing why he is the number 4 prospect for the Tigers, the top catching prospect. No wind at all right now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here's Landon. It's in the dirt. He doesn't go. He tells Brito, don't go. Dingler's got this. And it's a full count now as he battles back into this at-bat. And this time, there is no place for Moreno to put anyone. If he sends a walk, a run will score. And it's tied at 5. A crucial moment in this ball game. Reading must capitalize. 5-5 here. The payoff pitch, it's low, and Logan Landon walks in a run as Brito crosses the plate. And wow, that pitch coming in downstairs. A big pickup for Fightin Moreno. 3 straight walks, and now Arnie Baylor's going to come in and take him out. It is 6-5 Reading in the top of the 9th, and we're going to have a pitching change.
Be the first to know everything about our goal is to assist you by signing up for the Baseball Town Insider email newsletter. Once you become a Baseball Town Insider, you will receive breaking news about Fightin's promotions, shop giveaways and guest appearances, special events, exclusive offers, and discounts on tickets and merchandise just for being a Baseball Town Insider. Visit Fightins.com to sign up for this free email newsletter. Baseball Town Insider. Stay in the loop and become a member today.
T-Mobile is the leader in 5G coverage and speed. No one else covers more Americans with the fastest 5G. The R-Phils are proud to introduce T-Mobile as the title sponsor of our Plaza Stage. Fightin' Phils fans can continue to expect great performances on game days and non-game days. The T-Mobile Stage is home to great bands, such as the Truest Fightin's mascot band and many others. It will also continue to house great musical performances during the off-season.
Looking for a place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightins game? Look no further than Geico Funland. Geico Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini putt golf, ring toss, and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next R-Phils game at Geico Funland. And thanks to Pete Shaw, your local Geico insurance agent, located at 2733 Paper Mill Road, Suite X3 in Wyomissing.
Kale Kosho comes in here to try to end the top of the ninth for the SeaWolves, but already a run has crossed for Reading, and it is 6-5 thanks to a walk issued to Logan Landon that scored Daniel Brito, and the Fightins take a 1-run lead here in the top of the ninth. They're not done yet. Luke Miller at the plate with just an out. Kosho's first offering, he fouls back. Now, Kosho here on 2 days of rest, although he only threw 12 pitches back on Thursday. Did an inning of work, struck out 2 Fightins, and didn't allow a hit. So very successful against Reading, and Kosho really their top closer here in Erie. Kosho, the righty, sets up on the first base side of the rubber. He had Tommy John back in 2020, so he really used his COVID year to his advantage, I guess you could say. The 0-1 to Miller. Back to the pitcher. They'll go for the out at home. They'll get the double play going to first. And Kosho gets the job done elitely for the Erie SeaWolves. But too late. The Fightins already scored a run. And now I believe Reading will turn to Braden Zarbniski here to close out the ninth. We'll be back in just a second.
The Fightins feature special pregame happy hours every Monday through Thursday at the Yuengling Hometown Tap Room. Tompkins Bank Plaza opens at least 2 hours before game time for all happy hours. In addition to $1 off Rusty Rail Brewing thanks to Windsor Distributing, all happy hours feature live music on the T-Mobile stage. That's happy hour every Monday through Thursday home games thanks to Rusty Rail Brewing and Windsor Distributing.
Savage 61 is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoying our Phil's game, great food, music, entertainment, and so much more here at the ballpark. The team will play as the Los Luchadores and will be wearing their Los Luchadores de Reading Latino tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage 61 Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive deals.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
Austin Ross will hand the ball over to Braden Zarbniski. And Zarbniski just looking for 3 straight outs, but he's facing the toughest part of the Erie order, the top 3, Riley Green. And he'll take a ball. The shift is on for Reading, of course, with the lefty batter. Stott to the right of second. The Fightin scored a run off a walk in the top of the ninth, so it is 6-5 here. They're looking to close out. If they win this game, they take the series from the SeaWolves 4-2. If they lose, then it is 3-all. A strike into Green. It's 2-1 now. And he gets him to chase and chop. It's 2-2 as the ball rolls foul. Zarbniski has been very successful for Reading after being called up from High A in June, and he gets Green down on strikes. A big out number one here in the top of the ninth to get one of the hardest Detroit prospects out. Zarbniski's last outing, 1 1/3 innings of work, 1 hit, no runs against Erie. He recorded the save back on July 2nd, and he's 8-14 in scoreless appearances. That is 57% of the time he comes out. He is scoreless. This one, deep to center field. Gamboa tracking it on the run, and it is Gamboa over Bonifacio who makes the grab. A quick out number two for Zarbniski, and it all rests here on Spencer Torkelson with 2 away, and they're down by a run here in the bottom of the ninth. Zarbniski misses outside to Kreidler, 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's Torkelson up. 2 walks and a solo shot to right. 2 balls and no strikes here to Torkelson. Obviously has the power. The Fightin's only up by a run, so there is no wiggle room here. This one a called strike. It's 3 balls and 1 strikes now. 2 outs here in the bottom of the ninth. Zarbniski looking for a big save to send the Fightin's home with a victory. And he gets a called strike. He is 1 away from ending this game. It's a full count here to Torkelson, who's already done some damage today and has the opportunity to do more. He sends it into right field. Bonifacio's got it, and he doesn't. It bounces in front of him, and man, I thought he had that. There, but it'll bounce right in front of him. And it is a base hit for Torkelson. The tying run reaches first. And Dylan Dingler, who's had 2 hits today and a run score, steps up to the plate. The go-ahead run at the plate, the tying run on first. And the Fightin's are up 6-5 with 2 outs. Fans have got their rally caps on here at the ballpark. And Braden Zarbniski looking to slam the door shut. Sends a ball in to Dingler. One ball, 1 strike here to Dingler, runner on first. And he chases it 1-2. Once again, Erie down to their final strike. As the Fightin's looking to slam the door shut, and Braden Zarbniski trying to get the final out of this ball game. And he chases it. That's the ball game. Zarbniski cheers as the Fightin's win 6-5. He strikes out Kreidler and slams the door shut on Erie. The Fightin's win 6-5 here, scoring a run in the top of the ninth as Logan Landon walked in a run with the bases loaded to win the ball game. And your Fightin' Phils take the series 4-2 here. They'll go home on a 6-hour bus ride happy with a series victory over the best team in the league and head back to Reading for a 12-game set. See ya at First Energy Stadium. Thanks for joining me.